talk about protein-free hair products, specifically shampoos. Hi, I'm Leah and welcome to my channel, ARelaxedGal. Here I share my experiences with relaxed hair and oily skin. A few years ago, I did a video sharing a list of protein-free shampoos and I realized it needs an update because yes, it's been a few years and some of those products either don't exist anymore or they're harder to find. So the video is no longer helpful. Now, before I jump into the list, let's make sure we're all aligned on what it means when I say a shampoo is protein-free or not. A shampoo is protein-free if the ingredient list doesn't include any ingredients that have words such as hydrolyzed, keratin, amino acid, and of course protein. Getting more specific, protein ingredients I've seen in shampoos are hydrolyzed keratin, hydrolyzed wheat protein, silk amino acids, soy protein, and keratin. Having protein ingredients in your shampoo isn't a bad thing since protein can be beneficial for hair strands. Protein ingredients become a problem when hair is protein sensitive or over time, several hair products with protein ingredients are consistently and constantly used. Too much protein on the hair strands can cause something called protein overload, which can really mess up your hair. Believe me, I know because my hair had it a few years ago. Now, while I believe I had a thing called protein overload and I've seen several others talk about it, other hair influencers, other hair experts as well, who are hair stylists, who are chemists when it comes to hair products, they will all talk about protein overload and what it can do for hair. But I have been seeing a few more and more people, hair experts and hair influencers, coming out and saying there's no such thing as protein overload. So there's a bit of debate about it. So if you've seen that and you're like, why is she talking about protein overload? It doesn't exist. There's some of us who think that it does. And I had a whole situation where, like I said, I had so many protein ingredient laden products used on my hair that my hair started to really mess up. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about where protein overload is or isn't in this video. If you want to know anything about it, I do have several videos and blog posts sharing what it did to my hair and how I got rid of it. Now, because of that whole situation I had with my hair where it was just messed up because of the hair products I was using, I removed products with protein ingredients from my hair regimen. And one of the types of products that I paid extra careful attention to with how much protein it had in it were shampoos. When it comes to protein ingredients, personally, I don't think protein in a shampoo is necessary. This is not based on any science. It is just my own personal opinion. I prefer to give my hair protein through deep or rinse out conditioners or even hair treatments. Okay, now that we've talked about protein, we know what it is. Let's get to the list of shampoos. Some of these are products that I've used and some are ones that I haven't. So I will note for you which ones I have used and which ones I haven't. Let's talk about the TGIN Moisture Rich Sulfate-Free Shampoo. Now, it's no surprise this shampoo made it to the list, and I want to actually kind of get through it a little quickly because I talk about it quite a bit. Now, this is one of the main shampoos I've been using on my relaxed hair over the years, and it's one of the shampoos that I introduced into my hair regimen when I was looking to have protein-free shampoos. A little confession though, I haven't used this TGIN shampoo lately because I've got several other shampoos I have to try out on my hair. Plus, I've been finding that it's harder to find the shampoo in the stores around me. This moisture-rich TGIN shampoo claims to gently cleanse and detangle the hair without stripping natural oils, to help reduce breakage, and to help increase moisture retention. Key ingredients that it has include amala oil, coconut oil, and provitamin B5. Now, I've liked this TGIN Moisture Rich Sulfate-Free Shampoo because it's sulfate-free and it's very gentle on my hair. Those are some of the main reasons that I've used it constantly on my hair over the years. Plus, I can shampoo my hair with it 2 or 3 times during one wash day and my hair doesn't feel stripped of all moisture. In fact, my hair actually feels more moisturized after using it. This TGIN shampoo is also one of the best lathering shampoos I've used, and it's really easy to work into a good lather. I will say this TGIN shampoo is getting harder and harder for me to find. I'm not finding it at my local retailers like I had been, so I'm having to purchase it mostly online, and places that you can get it are TGIN's website, Sally Beauty, and Ulta. I haven't used a Pantene hair product in a while, but I've been seeing the brand talked about online more and more in the relaxed and natural hair circles. So when I was putting this list together, I decided to see what Pantene shampoo or shampoos had no protein and would be one that I'd actually consider using on my hair. The shampoo that I found that met both of those criteria is the Pantene Miracle Moisture Boost Rose Water Sulfate-Free Shampoo. I'm telling you, the names of products just get me every single time. This is probably going to be every video I talk about when it comes to products because the names always trip me out. Now, this Pantene shampoo claims to provide moisture that helps to calm frizz, leaving the hair looking soft and smooth. It's also sulfate-free and has the pro-vitamin B5 that Pantene is known for. Now, I personally like that this Pantene shampoo has rose water in it, which is an ingredient that my hair likes, and also that it focuses on moisture, which is another thing my hair likes. As you probably expect, this Pantene shampoo can be found at places like Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, your typical retailers, probably even your local grocery store. Staying in the drugstore family, let's talk about the Herbal Essence Smooth Rose Hips Hair Smoothing Shampoo. Now, this is one that I have not used on my hair, but I have used the Companion Rinse Out Conditioner. And I do feel like that rinse out conditioner is pretty good for a drugstore one. I would expect the shampoo to be the same or better, because personally, I think drugstore shampoos perform better than their companion conditioners do. Now, this shampoo from Herbal Essence claims to condition the hair and help restore natural shine. It's also cruelty-free, silicone-free, mineral oil-free, color-safe, and pH balanced. All things you want to see in your shampoo. Key ingredients in this shampoo include vitamin E, rose hips, and jojoba extract. Now, you can find this Herbal Essences Rose Hips shampoo at Target, CVS, Amazon, and Walmart, and probably several other retailers that I haven't even mentioned. The Cream of Nature sulfate-free argan oil moisture and shine shampoo is one that I also haven't used, but it's on my list of shampoos to try. I thought I'd probably get to try it last year, but that didn't happen because I've got several other hair products to try out. So we'll see if I even get to it this year. I think this one was on my list previously, but it's probably no surprise that if it was, why it stayed on this list, and that's because it's protein-free. And because others with relaxed hair I follow have used this and recommend it pretty highly. Now, this Cream of Nature shampoo claims to gently cleanse without harsh moisture-stripping agents to optimize the moisture balance of the hair and the scalp, which is very important. It also claims to soften the hair and help with detangling. Plus, it says that it adds shine. Now, if you're looking to buy the shampoo, I haven't seen it in as many retailers as like Pantene or Herbal Essence, but you can find this at Target and Walmart. Now, let's move on to brands that I've been seeing talked about more and more online that have gained in popularity. I know I've been saying that I've seen more about Pantene being talked about, but another brand that I've been seeing talked about more and more is Maui Moisture. And this is one that I've been seeing talked about more and more over the years, not just months. And I wonder if one of the reasons it's being talked about more and more is because it has several protein-free shampoos. Of all of the protein-free shampoos that Maui Moisture has, only one made it to my list, and that is the Heal and Hydrate Shea Butter Shampoo. And it made it to my list because it's the one that I'd be more likely to use, and that's because it's noted on the Maui Moisture website to provide intense moisture. And as I mentioned before, my hair loves moisturizing hair products. That's because it tends to be on the dry side. Now, this Maui Moisture shampoo is sulfate-free, and it claims to help reduce frizz, moisturize, help smooth the hair, and to strengthen. Yes, you heard right, strengthen. Now, that claim might sound strange since the ingredient list doesn't have any protein on it, and usually strengthening comes from like bond repairs or protein ingredients. And because I saw that strengthen on the list and I didn't see any protein in the ingredient list, I decided to get a confirmation by running the ingredient list through ChatGPT. I asked it, is there any protein that is listed in the ingredient list, any protein in the shampoo? And it said no, there was no protein in it. Now, you can find this shampoo from Maui Moisture at Amazon, Target, CVS, and Walmart. This brand I'm about to talk about is one that I don't recall ever having used or ever purchased or ever have used on my hair anywhere, and that is Hawaiian Silky. But a few years ago, I saw several women talking about it, and they were also sharing which products from this brand that they really liked. And one of those products was the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1 Miracle Worker Shampoo. Now, this Hawaiian Silky shampoo claims to gently cleanse, deeply moisturize, help with detangling, and adding softness and shine. Now, I think it's interesting that there are claims noted in the description of the product, but there are so many others listed on the front of the bottle. Claims such as the shampoo refreshes the hair and scalp, it smooths and seals, it soothes the scalp, it provides slip. I mean, it's probably not a surprise that there are so many claims, and that's just a portion of them that this shampoo has, considering it says it's 14-in-1. So that would mean that there's 14 things it can do from one bottle. You can find the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1 Miracle Worker Shampoo at Sally Beauty. When it comes to hair brands that are stepping up their game, I would say L'Oreal is the one. I have been seeing more and more people talking about L'Oreal hair care, and I have been seeing a lot coming from this brand that I'm like, maybe I might want to try that. Now, I have 2 L'Oreal shampoos that actually made this list, and the first one is the L'Oreal Everpure Sulfate-Free Moisture Shampoo. Now, this one is specifically formulated for color-treated hair. So when you hear that, you might be thinking, Leah, why did you put this on the list? It's not for relaxed hair. Well, over my hair journey, I found that products that are for color-treated hair work really well for relaxed hair, as they tend to be more moisturizing and gentle, and that is always a perfect combination for relaxed hair. L'Oreal Everpure Sulfate-Free Moisture Shampoo claims to deeply replenish dry hair with 2 times more moisture. It claims to leave the hair soft and with luminous shine, and it also claims to not dull or damage the hair, which is really referring back to the fact that it's for color treated hair. So it's not going to dull your color or damage your hair. Now, this is one of those shampoos that you can find pretty much everywhere you shop. I mean, just a handful of the retailers you can find it at are Ulta, Amazon, Target, CVS, Walmart. I mean, you can probably find it in more places, such as your other local drugstores like Walgreens or even your grocery store. The other L'Oreal shampoo that made it to this list is the L'Oreal Everpure Sulfate-Free Nourish Shampoo. And if I were to try one of these 2 L'Oreal shampoos on the list, I'm not sure which one I would use first, because the claims for this one are pretty strong, even in comparison to the last one. This L'Oreal Nourish shampoo claims that it helps the hair look healthier after just the first use, that it replenishes dry, brittle hair with vital nourishment. It provides deep moisture for silky, soft texture and healthy shine, all without weighing the hair down. As I mentioned before, you can find this L'Oreal shampoo pretty much in any retailer, and that's one of the things that I love about it, because you don't have to search high and low to find them. And you can find this one, just like the other L'Oreal shampoo, at Ulta, Amazon, Target, CVS, Walmart, and of course, even your other local drugstores or your local grocery store. Let's talk about higher end hair brands now. I've talked a lot about drugstore ones, but I also wanted to talk about some shampoos that are protein free, that are more on the higher end or the prestige end, or even the salon level end, whichever way you like to talk about it. When I think about higher end hair brands, one of them that comes to mind is Redken. It seems to be pretty popular, and I didn't realize how popular it was until I really started digging into what shampoos are protein free. Most Redken shampoos seem to have protein in the ingredient list, but one that I found that doesn't is the All Soft Mega Curls shampoo. Now, this is not to be confused with the All Soft shampoo that has protein in it. Short names, but very similar names between these 2 shampoos, so why, don't ask me. Now, the All Soft Mega Curls shampoo is sulfate free, and it claims to be a nourishing shampoo that's made for severely dry hair. So it hydrates, it smooths, and it leaves the hair with a soft and shiny finish. Because Redken is a higher end brand, it's not found in your drugstore type of retailers. It's sold in places like Ulta, JCPenney, and Amazon. Another salon level hair brand that I have on this list is Design Essentials, and it's one that I've heard of for years, and it's also been used on my hair for years. In fact, Design Essentials is the brand that my hairstylist uses when I get a relaxer touch-up. Design Essentials has several shampoos, and I am currently using at least one of them right now, and several of those shampoos have protein in the ingredient list. The one that I found that doesn't is the Design Essentials Almond and Avocado Moisturizing and Detangling Sulfate-Free Shampoo. This is a shampoo that's been around for years, and it's one that has been used in my hair several times throughout the year at hair salons. I've also used it a few times at home. Now, the results when I've left my hair appointments were that my hair looked and felt good. I will say, though, that I haven't had the exact same level of results using the shampoo on my hair at home, so it's not one that I see being a big part of my hair regimen. That being said, I still think it's worthy to be on this list, because I've had good results when I've left the hair salon and it's been used on my hair there. Now, I can't remember where I purchased my bottle of the Design Essentials Almond and Avocado Shampoo, but it may have been at some place like Ulta, JCPenney, or Sally Beauty. This Design Essentials shampoo claims to cleanse the hair while restoring moisture, hydrating, softening, and making detangling easier. Key ingredients are, no surprise, almond and avocado. Now, one thing I want to mention about Design Essentials, particularly this almond and avocado shampoo, is that I've been seeing a lot of videos, particularly on TikTok, talking about how this shampoo just isn't performing the same way it has in the past. Now, this shampoo is used on my hair in the hair salon, and I go every 10 to 12 weeks, and I have not noticed anything different in how my hair has performed. I haven't noticed my hairstylist, or actually my hairstylist has not said anything about the shampoo performing any differently. Some of those who have complained about this Design Essential shampoo have said that the issue could be that the bottles they bought might be fakes or watered down. So just wanted to note that because it's being talked about, and wanted to just make you aware of it. So if you go out to purchase this on your own, you're actually buying it from a reputable retailer or directly from the brand. Now I want to hear from you. What protein-free shampoos do you like or you don't like? Go ahead and share that in the comments below, and make sure to hit the like button. And if you like this video, I've got another one here that you're going to like, and YouTube actually selected this one just for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.